low culture, same culture, low Aboriginal and tenting and Baranda and Burney, together, European and Aboriginal, from Ningura, from Ningura, for tenting, really good culture, really too strong culture, and low Baranda and Burney came low.
I'd like to call up the beautiful Linda Burney, who's here to represent a dearly beloved friend of ours, Michael Riley, the late Michael Riley.
Good morning everyone, and can I firstly acknowledge the many senior people here today, both Aboriginal and non-Aboriginal. And I also would like to acknowledge Michael Riley's family here today, his sister Wendy, many nieces and cousins and friends. We stand here today recognising the oldest continuing culture on planet Earth. There is one guarantee in life when you are born, and that is that you will die. Michael Riley was born in 1960 in the Wiradjuri country of New South Wales. He was a Gamilaroi Wiradjuri man. He died in August 2004. I knew Michael not necessarily as an artist, but as a friend that shared houses and bought my VW, and he wrecked it so much you had to tie the running board to the back door to keep it on. Michael Riley is one of the most amazing photographers, not just in Australia, but in the world. But the photographs that are most treasured also are the many family photographs that so many of us have. Michael taught me that the making of art is much more important than the end product. His connection to country, his Aboriginality, were the most important things in his life. His work was about many things, mostly political statements and reflections of what Australian Aboriginal life is about. Christianity and what that meant, invasion of our nation and what that meant. Many of them are humorous, they are beautiful. He tore the world apart when he produced very early on a series of black and white photographs of Aboriginal women, one of them Hetti Perkins, that showed the beauty of our women and our people. The most interesting photograph for me is the cow in the Cloud series. What does it mean? It tells us that the backbone of the pastoral industry in Australia was black people. It tells us about introduced species. It tells us about the environment, and who knows how many layers additional to that. We also have to ask the question, when we stand in the shoes of Michael Riley, how can a leading international artist die like so many of our brothers and sisters at 44 with end-stage renal failure? But life is a circle, and we celebrate that. I finish up by saying that the gift that Michael Riley has given to this museum and this country, the Cloud series, is completely amazing. It has in it everything about culture, country, and what our life is about, and it is beautiful. And I finish up by saying, as I stand here trying to stand in the shoes of our friend and colleague who died and left us way too early, we should not be sad. We should celebrate and see the wonder of this gift we present to you, the people of France, and this museum. I am so, so, so proud.
Hello, Michael. Paul Sweeney is going to join us now representing Ningura Napurrula, who is a Pintupi lady who prefers to stay in Pintupi country where she belongs, even though she's seen the DVD, she's seen the movie and she's loving it. But Paul Sweeney, the long-time managing director of Papunya Tula Artists in Alice Springs, in Parantua.
Just going to quickly run through some names that Brenda said you know who you are, but I'm going to mention them anyway. I would firstly like to thank on behalf of Ningura, John Mawurndjul, Stéphane Martin, Philippe Peltier and everybody here at the MQB who have embraced this project and welcomed us over here. Penelope Wensley and Harriet O'Malley and all the staff at the Embassy who I know have been working day and night for a long, long time now. Great receptions too, by the way. Looking forward to tonight. Jennifer Bott, Carolyn Brown and Lydia Miller from the Australia Council who have just been on the phone, on the email constantly for seems like years, but they've been so caring and so considerate the whole way through, which has been very good. Hetti Perkins, Brenda Croft, Peter Lonergan and Julie Cracknell, who are the architects from Australia who have been liaising and working so hard over here. And of course Harold Mitchell from the Harold Mitchell Foundation, whose generous support has been so helpful. It's been a very long, very challenging and complex process on so many levels, but of course one that's been so worthwhile, and the result is nothing short of fantastic. Ningura's work has been reproduced with a great amount of sensitivity and integrity, which has been consistent with the project from the very beginning. There's just been so much attention given and so much care and interaction with the artists, which I think has been very good. Ningura is a very small woman, but when she speaks, you listen, believe me. And I think that's what's going to happen when people walk past or through her work. It's something that is just the kind of thing that just stops you in your tracks. You can't help but just look up. It's a very good reflection of her personality, because when she's around you, she has the most amazing presence and you just can't help but stand in your shoes and wait on her every word. She's also a very generous, very sharing person, which encapsulates the relationship between all of those who have worked together on this project. I know that she would have been incredibly proud to be here today and enjoyed so many people admiring her work. Thank you from Ningura Napurrula and the Papunya Tula artists, and we certainly look forward to working closely with the Musee in the future. Whenever you'll have us, we'll be straight over. Thank you very much.